And let's talk about on 4/9, 2016 at 8:58 p.m. Wyclef allegedly says, it's just higher thinking. You say, got you. Wyclef says, like when I look at you, you see it. And then Wyclef says, me sucking your cock. Mm-hmm. And then you said, it's been my fantasy since our first night in the studio with you, baby, waiting patiently. 6+ years or so. He goes, that's beautiful. I am super attracted to you. And then later on that night at 9:08 p.m., you says, fucking with you, LOL. He says, LOL. And then Wyclef John allegedly says, my ass is very tight. Now, I don't give a shit what your sexuality is.
Yeah.
What I have a problem with is down low men. I mean, do you feel that it's right to be not honest about your sexuality? Now, it's different in your case because you had no idea who you were. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, you have to experience certain things in order to figure that out. However, how long did it take into this relationship? Because it says 6 years you've been waiting since that night in the studio to, do what you got to do with him. You said you didn't find out that he was married until how many years?
To the Brooklyn Bowl. I don't know what year that was. It's on YouTube. He did the Brooklyn Bowl. That's when I found out he was married. I was never interested in following or finding out who he was because he was more so family in that sense, Yeah.
Okay. Now, of course, I'm sure this led up to an encounter. When was your first sexual encounter with Wyclef?
So, first sexual encounter was I coked up again. I think we had the acid or shrooms, one of them. And she kept saying that Clef is coming.
Okay.
Clef had brought me like an orange mic that's similar to this. Mm-hmm. And I think that night I really thought that he was going to we was definitely going to dive into my music career.
Okay. This was after the messages that you guys had sent.
No, this is before the messages. Okay. So we didn't, it took a long time for us to communicate via WhatsApp or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So he would come in. So the way and it's not, let's take it off of Clef for a sec. Heather's practice has always been that I was never enough because of her sexual desires. She always had to have multiple, so it was a situation where she would only fuck me in our bed. But then there would be situations where I would catch her. Someone's in the bed with her. And then she will explain to me that I need to open up sexually. So people would come in to watch us fuck. That was that's how it started.
Other celebrities?
Yeah. They would watch us fuck. And
you care to name some names?
No.
Why not?
Because those people haven't done anything to me.
Okay.
They was just watching. And, in the porn world, orgies are real in this business.
Okay.
And there was just a situation, me and her fuck, and I'm still a high vibrating sex recovering addict in that sense. Okay. So it was like people will show up and I could just, hey, we want to fuck right now. And no matter who's at the house, we're going to fuck. And that particular day of Clef first coming in, it made it seem like that I am the one that seduced him. And being honest with you, it made it seem like that. He kept saying you doing something to me. And I'm like, in my mind, hell yeah, I'm doing something to you. Because at that point, I've been around Heather so long, I know how to use what she do pretty much all day when she needs something. So he slid himself on in. And when he came in, Heather backed away.
So you and Heather were actively engaging in sex.
Yeah.
And he came in and she moved away.
Yeah.
For him to...
She started watching.
You and him.
Yeah.
And what happened?
It was a lot of intimate, kissing and touching like I said, penetration still don't do. Being penetrated still don't do. But it was more so like at that time I'm going to give Heather a show, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So that's what it was.
What do you mean her show?
I'm going to give her a show because she's sitting down watching me and him being intimate with each other, but not engaged in sex.
Okay.
And then it turns when we have a closet in her bedroom, and we go to the punishment closet. And that's when...
What's a punishment closet? Like a sex closet or something?
It's not a sex closet. It's just super small. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, that's when things changed. Clef just starts to find out. I guess he found out from Heather that I've never been penetrated and I didn't have a desire to penetrate. And he just jammed his finger and just kept going for blood. And at that time, I'm coked out. And to be honest, it was like, all right, shit, I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Like, and it became one of those alpha male, like, you're not gonna see me break. I'm not going, at that point, I don't want dick from anybody. I don't, or put my dick in any ass, you know. At that moment, I think that's when he saw me and I saw him, and he became like head over heels after that moment, because it didn't matter. Like, I was able to meet him where he was at, and he was able to leave.
Penetrating each other.
Yeah.
Anally.
Yeah.
In a closet. It was more so like I don't know, who's going to win?
Yeah. Who's going to break?
Okay.
Yeah. Who's going to break?